So this is the gearbox out my cr80 1985, but the cr85 engines up to 2007 are exactly the same. So if you've got a cr80 in between 1985 and 2007, this video will show how to rig all your gearbox up. Right, first we've got this top shaft, which is a front spot goes on there. Anyway, you've got this cog, what looks like that and like that. Put that cog on first. Then you've got a washer what looks like that. That goes onto there. Then we've got that washer there, which is important. It's got those little grooves in. If you look down there, if I was to spin that washer, the washer there covers these grooves. This groove here, if you watch, if I move that washer I've just put on, there, see what's in the groove there. If I move that washer out of the groove, so there's a gap there, then you get this washer and this washer. The teeth in it, the grooves on it fit down, and they lock into that washer what I've just moved there, and it pushes in like that, slack. Then you get this cog, which looks like that, and that just slides on there like that. With those two washers in the middle, should be looking like that. Then you get that first washer, which looks like that. It's just the same on both sides. That slides on, which goes on there. Then you've got the circlip, what fits down onto there. I'll just pause it where I put the circlip on. That's the circlip on. Now it's one of these. That's that one there. Then there'd be 4 washers. There's that one. That one what's a bit thicker. That one what's a bit thicker and bigger. And that one with the 2 grooves in. So out of those 2, the black one and the silver one, the fatter one slots on there. You've got this back cog. That slots on there like that. Then you've got that washer. That sits on there like that. Now there's no washers on there. Fit that onto there like that. Then that fin washer there, that slides on there like that. Goes onto there. Then you've got this big cog what goes on that way with a flat outside facing outwards. So it goes on like that. Just make sure the sleeve pushes in as well. And then when it's like that, when it goes in the bike, that top washer just sits on there like that. You can't get them muddled up because the washer underneath here what I've put in to the washer there, that washer doesn't fit on there, and the washer behind here doesn't fit on here because they're smaller, so that goes on there. put that back together. The collar's dropped out. Let's put the collar on. So that's that side done. All the gears are moving up and down smoothly. But always check for wear on those. If those are rounded off when they go into the slots, what they fit in, like on there. If those were rounded off, when that sprocket goes round, if these corners is all rounded off on this, when this sprocket goes round, it just jumps up because it's rounded here on these legs. If these are rounded, the cog just turns and then it'll eventually just go like that and slip out of gear and go around. And with it being rounded, not being tight like that, with it being rounded, it just slides off again and pops off. But anyway, that's how you do that shaft. Now we'll do this shaft. But that's this shaft stripped down now. Just show how to put it back together. First of all, get this cog. It's smaller than this one. So get this cog. Slide that cog on there. I should be lubing all this up, but I'm taking it back apart after I've done it. So we've got that on there. And with one of those washers, just both the same on each side. There's only that one on that shaft with the grooves in, what's like a locking washer. Then you've got the circlip, which is that, which goes on there. So I'll just pause it while I put the circlip on. And that's the circlip on. Just push it down, make sure it goes in the slot. Now it's this, it goes on that way with the bigger bit going on first. So slot on first. There's what I was on about before. Just always check them, make sure they're not rounded off, because like I say, I'll jump out of gear. But I've checked them all and they're all alright. Right, this time before I put one of these washers on, you put the circlip on first. So I'm going to get the circlip on into there. So I'm just going to pause it now. And that's the circlip into there. Then this washer goes after the circlip this time. So put that washer in. Then you've got that. Goes on that way with the flat side facing outwards. That's the legs I was on about before. Not rounded off. See if they were rounded, just go like that and jump out of gear. Wouldn't grip. Anyway, I've got that end cog. Just push that on until it's all flush. Make sure all the gears are working, turning, which they are. And then you're left with that one little washer, which just sits on the end of there when you put it back in. So that's it all done. There's the two top washers, so it sometimes drop off. That back washer always drops off, because that goes into the casing. So when you're popping the gearbox off, this drops off, this cog drops off, and the washer inside, what I showed, drops off as well. So if you ever strip your bike and this happens, you'll know where that goes, and the washer what definitely drops off, because when you pull this shaft out, this cog stays in the casing. And like I say, both of those two washers drop off. But that's where everything goes. That's how you do a cr85 or a cr80 gearbox. Alright, thanks for watching.